can't do a thing that does not serve to serve ourselves. All that I've done and oh my goodness, all that I've made is burning away. My righteousness is filthy rags now. My sacrifice despised as gain. I tried to, I died to start again. Remake this and change this bitter end. When all things become new, will this curse be gone? Can you take this away? Someone needs to right this wrong. All that I've done and oh my goodness, all that I've made is burning away. My righteousness is filthy rags now. My sacrifice despised as sacrifice despised as gain. Oh no.
Huh, there we go. That was weird. Must have been a conflict with the webcam. Okay, that should be better now. So, hello. This is a long-delayed web stream, long-delayed live stream. I have been somewhat incommunicado, and I apologize for that. But life gets in the way sometimes. I am involved in a community project activity thing that's going on, and there's a deal late next month. But leading up to that, we have practices and rehearsals and things, and so it's consumed more of my time than I anticipated or wanted it to, but that's okay. So it will mean a few fewer live streams, but hopefully I can still, stream enough and get some time in. So anyway, we are back to n2o, Nitrous Oxide for the original PlayStation. And I am taking a suggestion that I got. I don't remember who gave me the suggestion, but I'm going to be doing this on the PS3 instead of my PS1, because hopefully that means that the weird resolution switch when you pick up certain power-ups will not affect the video, so it'll be a little bit smoother. It also should look good. It looks good on my TV, and it looked good in the OBS window. And tonight's musical stylings will be a long-defunct funk band from my state here called Silicon Bomb. I don't know. This may be their only album. It's called Madam Butterfly. It's 9 tracks. I got to see them live 2 or 3 times back in the day. I actually saw them the first time at a Battle of the Bands, where I met a guy who was the guitarist and vocalist for a local metal band who I became friends with and have been friends with ever since. But these guys were playing, and I kind of dug their vibe. And so when I had the chance, this came out in '98, and so when I had the chance later on, I grabbed this, and this is one that has kind of been a little bit of a favorite over the years. When I'm in the mood for something that is a little bit different, I throw this on, and it's a fun disc. So anyway, Silicon Bomb is the band, Madam Butterfly is the album, and yeah, it's just a fun CD. So we'll see how that works with the game. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump in and play a little. Wrong one. A little bit of n2o here this evening. And I forgot to say good evening to you, Drake. Thank you for being here as always. You're my stalwart viewer. Let me close the tray here. Of course, I'm rocking this on the super slim PS3. Hey, get out of here. If you're just going to antagonize each other. It is analyzing. Yeah. I love that this works. That I can do this on the PS3. Whoops. You'll have to let me know how the balance is. I think I've got the music set at a decent level. Yeah, I was stoked that works on PS3. Alright, I'm going to disable the help function for now. Oh, that looks crispy. I like that. Whoop. Whoops, and I missed the power up. Oh, jeez. Oi! Yeah, there we go. No weirdness with the no weirdness with the video modes changing. Gotta love that. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, the music is a touch quiet. Okay. Excuse me. I'll turn that up just a bit then. $56,000 coin bonus. Oh yeah, that was bad news. Oh, good grief. I'm just running into stuff left and right. Yeah, I wasn't sure if the music was going to work from the CD because of the PlayStation 3. You know, I'd never played an audio CD in a PlayStation 3 before. So you would assume that since PlayStation 1 games work in a PS3 that they would have to license Redbook Audio because so many of the early games used Redbook Audio. But that's not necessarily true, so I was glad to see that that worked. $64,000 coins. All right. Is the volume a little bit better? Hola! Well, I was trying to nail him, and instead he clipped me. Good grief. Kind of playing like poo. missed that mushroom. Oh. Oh, and I missed the next one. Good grief. That was the last of it, huh? Bonus! A little louder, okay? I can do that. Try that on for size. Oh, I missed it, but I got him. Yeah, it's definitely a change of pace. Whoa, look at that. That's a nice little bonus. Heck yeah. Oh, shield bonus. Now I've got 3 shields. I'm going to go ahead and start using them here. Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, you jerk. Oh! Ah! Man, I'll go through lives pretty quickly. Eclectic taste in music. Yeah, I kind of do too. I mean, it's obvious that I'm pretty much a metal guy, but, you know, I love video game music, and I also like some electronic music, older country music, almost anything 80s, really. 90s dance pop, or like dance music, you know, stuff like like what do you call that? I mean, anything from what was it I got at Goodwill the other day? I got a CD at Goodwill the other day. La Bouche. You know, 90s dance music. So, I like quite a bit. Oh! I ran right into that spider, didn't I? Oh! I was not in the right spot there. Ah! You need to quit doing that, or I'm going to put you in the kitchen. You were just making noise. You're being annoying. Excuse me. Well, that spider's taking a beating. Man, miss those coins. Oh, versus Gradius. Oh, thank you for checking out the old episodes. Yeah, you're right. We did not mention versus Gradius. We absolutely should have. But for some reason, it never came up in the discussion. Whoa. Well, that was kind of a waste, wasn't it? I don't know why that never came up. Good point, though. Wow, there's my game over. Ah, okay. On the NES Mini, nice. Ugh. Alright, let's go again. Not bad. Building a Mister, very nice. That's cool. Yeah, that's something I've been thinking about too, although I'm kind of waiting for some additional stuff. There was a deal that came out recently about getting Cave's first gen games on the Mister, and so someone had apparently written a thesis paper about reverse engineering, you know, or writing all the necessary stuff in order to create the FPGA routines necessary to run Dodonpachi. And of course, all the boards are unique except for the CPU and the sound hardware. But the first gen systems would be Dodonpachi, Esperade, Danganronpa, and then one other game that is not a shooter. I can't remember what it is. I think it's a puzzle game, maybe. But anyway, it's a half dozen boards. And so I'm kind of curious to see where they go with that and whether or not first gen and or later stuff can be done via FPGA. Because obviously if that can be done, that might require a much larger memory board to be married with the Mister and a DE10 Nano setup. So anyway, I'm kind of hesitant to buy all the stuff I want to do it now, only to then have to go back and buy more stuff later in order to run the stuff I'm going to want. So anyway, just something I'm thinking about. Hey, cut it out. Alright. Some extra lives. Yeah, before I do that, there are other things I want to do. Like, I need to buy I really need to buy an 8-port HDMI switcher for my setup here so that I can have all of the consoles and stuff hooked up at once, because an 8-port would allow me to do PS3, PS4, Switch, Wii U, AVS, 360, and then the Retro Tank and OSSC all together. So that would give me a lot of flexibility, and it'd be a lot easier to get some of this stuff. Oh, good grief. All hooked up at once and be able to really maximize my excuse me, my setup. So yeah, that needs to be my first priority with doing any kind of expansion on my setup here. Uh-oh, that's a reminder on my phone. What is it reminding me of? Whoops. Oh. I gotta fill my prescription. Spelunker. Oh, yeah. NES 101. Oh, is that a later model? I don't have a frame of reference right off the top of my head. Man, I lost out on a lot of possible bonus points by biffing that bonus level. Aye. Aw, dude! And then, of course, I earn the extra life right after that. That's so bizarre how that happens. Ah, dude. And I'm burned through lives. Woo! Oh, okay, the RF top loader. Sure, yeah. Yeah, if you don't have a CRT, who knows how that will even look on a modern set. Probably kind of terrible. Yeah. Ah, it was dumb. Whoops. Did not get squared. Oh. You take a beating, don't you? Oh, and I missed my shield. Oh well. Oh yeah, laggy. Probably will be laggy. Wow, this is really disorienting. Stop. Take it in the kitchen. Oh, you turkey. Man, you guys are just ganging up on me. Oh. It was a bad trip. Ah, that wasn't even my best one this time. What? Alright, let's do this again. I'm not sure if there's a way to predict which side the coin will go to when you defeat an enemy. Like which side of whether it will swing to the left or the right. You know, I'm not sure there's an easy way to predict that. Oh. Yeah, I don't have one of those really expensive memory card deals, so that you can bring over a PS2 memory card. I'd love to find one in the wild, but not likely. So. you nerd. Get the heck out of here, you nerd. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Oh yeah, and I've got one of those. Crap! I've got one of those memory cards that you can use in a GameCube or a Wii that you can load Swiss onto. Use it with a Pro Action Replay. I just haven't got that far yet. But I need to try that one of these days, so I can get the 240p output on my Game Boy player. That would look amazing, I bet. Especially upscaled. I can do 5 times upscale through the OS or the. Well, no, I can't do that with the OSSC. Not unless I get. That was dumb. Not unless I get a RGB cable for it or something. Man, I'm missing all the coins. Dude, you guys are really starting to burn my bacon. Shooting myself in the butt. Dude! I'm gonna burn through all my lives on this level, and it's just gonna be nothing but my own fault. Wow, that was pathetic. Yeah, with the with that Swiss utility, you can do 240p output for the Game Boy player, because the native output with Nintendo's disc only gives you 480i. Bad boy. Yeah, bad boy is right. I certainly was not at my best there. No, I don't think you have to burn a disc. You have to buy a special memory card that has a slot in it for an SD card. And then you just have the Action Replay card, which allows you to access, or the Action Replay disc, which allows you to access that memory card. And then from there, somehow you can run the Swiss software and then access the other features. So I think that allows you to maybe run games from the SD as well. Good grief, dog. Get a job. Alright. That is probably going right into the microphone. You are going into the kitchen. Come on. Come on. Come here, girls. Come on. And somebody pooped on the floor. Give me a minute. Turkey. Get a job. Yeah. Tell you what, they can be a handful and a half when they're in heat. Yikes. Whoops. Well, that was a missed opportunity. Oops. Well, that was close. Oh, I missed that shroom. I didn't quite get the shield. I haven't picked up a shield yet. Yeah, the Gaming Historian episode. I haven't watched it yet, but yeah, that fish finder is a neat accessory. I'd like to eventually see if I can find one of those and try it out. I'm not really much of a fisherman, but would be fun to play with. I certainly live in an area where there would be plenty of opportunities for me to fish. I know some people that would probably take me. In fact, there's a pond right here in town where people fish. It's part of the local park. Be fun just to, you know, mess around with it there even. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that it works and that it, you know, does what it's supposed to do. It's just kind of an interesting, you know, interesting accessory. Kind of a why did they make that, and you know, did they think there was going to be a big enough audience for that to make it worth actually, you know, manufacturing? Okay, 145. No, it wouldn't be a review, but it would be something fun to look at it. I intended to do a series called GameBoy Oddities, and I did a video, it's one of my early videos, about the weirdness with Pit Fighter. How when you play it in a Game Boy Advance, sometimes the different color schemes make it to where your character almost disappears on screen, and there's some really weird sound issues on the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Player that I don't know why they happen, but it's really weird. So I actually set up a video camera and filmed playing it on a Game Boy player on my CRT TV, or I don't know if it was a CRT or if it was an LCD, and then I filmed it, like, you know, the camera here and me holding the Game Boy Advance out like this, the SP, playing it a little bit and demonstrating the sound. So fishing is huge in Japan, huh? Yeah, invisibility feature. Yeah, in that game, that's a pretty big liability. That was close. completely avoidable and needless death. Ah! And again. Oh, man. %40 of the population fishes in Japan. Wow. That's quite a... quite a large amount. I mean, it makes sense since, you know, much of the country, well, since it's a small country, doggone it, and it's basically just a big island. You know, it makes sense that fishing would be a common thing. Oh, what? That was bogus. Beware of boss. Oh, gotta move a little faster. Oh, allergic to seafood. That's not good. Oh. That was wasteful. But I'm already at my high score now. Oh yeah, I absolutely plan on watching the video on it. Whoops. Oh, there was another shield deal. Oh! Tricky devil. Oh! Man. Burning lives. Ooh. Not as good a performance. Way fewer coins. Ah! Turd. Dude! Well, it's hard to navigate this this tunnel. There's a lot of twists and turns in here. Whoops. Oh, the drillers. Oh, I got him! Yeah! SACD? I'm not familiar with that. Unless it's, I just don't know what that acronym stands for. Ah! Maligament. I love the level names. But they are just interesting sort of you know, portmanteaus of other words and... Ah! I'll tell you what, I do miss the... Ah! I do miss the... Dadgummit! Stupid ants. I do miss the rumble feature, because the controller I'm using doesn't have it. Whoa. Ah! Oh! You moron! Stupid mosquito running right into me. Oh! No! Oh, high def CD. Okay, that's right. Oh yeah, Super Audio CD. Oh, that is funny. Sony didn't even put their own high def CD technology in the PS3. Whoops. Although, I don't know how well that product sold. So that might not be all that unusual. Killer. Alright, well, what time is it? Yeah, I should probably give it up for the night. Oh yeah, so that's what I'm gonna call that good for the night. I didn't quite get up to my high score, but for not having played for several days, that's not too bad. So yeah, I think you're right. Does the PS2 do Super Audio CDs? I would be curious to know that. Huh. Well, I'm planning on being on again tomorrow night. I got a bunch of editing done on the Gaiden episode of the podcast, where we interviewed a developer from Tersiops Truncatus Studios about their shmup in development, or what they call a wreck-em-up, because it's a lot of the weapons that you can use actually are more like melee weapons, where you can sort of swing a wrecking ball around or use rotating saws and things like that. And so anyway, I'm hoping to have that episode out this weekend if I can, because we're recording this weekend again for the Zaxxon episode. So I'd like to get the Gaiden episode out before that, so that I've got a little bit of a gap to fill while I'm editing the main episode. So anyway, be looking for that hopefully in the next couple 3 days or so, and then I'll be getting on and editing the Zaxxon episode, and hopefully getting that out. I'm hoping within a week I can get that one done. Oh, you know what? No, we're doing that tomorrow night. We usually record on Saturday, but we're actually recording tomorrow night. So if I'm on tomorrow night, it'll be a little earlier. Yeah, if I'm on tomorrow night, it'll be a little bit earlier than normal, because I'll need to be done early enough to make sure that that I can record. So anyway, thank you for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. And game on.